Baby, yeah. I'm still on it.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
You used that for 2 intros
It's
already.
still in my head.
Gotta
I don't know what to tell you.
You gotta get. Who do you think won that beef?
K-Dot. All the way.
Easy.
All the way.
If you think Drake won, you are Delulu, indeed.
You're drinking that copium, just like those Gojo fans.
Stop.
Spoilers. Sorry.
I mean, at this point,
Oh,
I
my
feel like I
goodness.
can't even avoid it. I was ranting the other day. I was like, yo, I'm starting to get tired of JJK fans, bro. I can't even avoid the spoilers.
I can't.
I don't read.
No, I can't either. And the problem is that you can't even filter it out. Like, it's the artist. I follow 700 artists on Twitter, and they will, the second something immediately starts to happen, they start to draw it. And it looks beautiful, but I'm like, but why?
You should just read it, so
I
you don't get spoiled. Are you a reader?
Yeah. But I had to become a reader for that very same
Yep.
reason.
My guy.
So
Yep.
it was just like...
That's all right.
That
That's
was my
fucked up,
hero.
though.
Yeah.
Listen,
Like, I understand why you're saying you should just read it, but that's kind of
you
fucked
can't
up.
expect people to not make memes about it and want to draw the things that are happening. Like, you want to keep up with the current stuff, and at some point, manga is going to be the current. It's not going to be anime. Because this is going to keep happening. I'm sorry. It's just the way she goes.
How you feel about that shit? I mean, you obviously caught up, so... Like,
Yeah. Well, as Dan was saying, like, I caught up just because of that reason. And what's going on right now is obviously crazy, but, like, yeah, it's only going to get crazier. And the JJK fandom is they're going to spoil. Yeah. They're going to spoil. It's like...
There's a caveat to it. I think it's acceptable for certain things. It's just... For JJK specifically, it seems like the worst I've seen for any other series. Like, One Piece, we don't do this. My Hero don't do this.
No, My Hero definitely does this.
Nah, I don't be knowing the same way.
But you know, My Hero doesn't have moments like JJK has. Like, the stuff that's happening in JJK is like, went left so fast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Name one moment where My Hero, especially in the last, like, several arcs.
We knew the identity of Dabi before we knew the identity of the president.
No. It was so easy to guess who Dabi was.
No, but they were like,
I see both sides.
Dabi was revealed.
Dabi turned around and was like, "Oh, little Todoroki."
Okay, but
That's Big Brother energy. He's sunning him.
Listen. We've like been speculating, since day one. But like, it was out here trending. We knew, like, oh my God, Dabi's a Todoroki before we knew like who was gonna be president. Like that was iconic.
That was the worst kept secret since Naruto being the fourth Hokage.
But it was there.
Like, come on, no, you can't compare. My Hero just doesn't have those moments with JJK. Like, unfortunately, like, it's impossible to not be a fan and not talk about it. Kind of with One Piece. It's not as bad as JJK, but One Piece fans are still out here talking about it.
Yeah.
For anime onlys, Gear 5th was, like, come on. It was impossible.
But even Toei spoiled Gear 5th.
Yeah, Toei did that. It wasn't the fans, in my opinion.
But the fans spoiled it before Toei.
They were...
You're talking about with the intro, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, the intro, but then they also spoiled it during Film Red.
Yeah, it was.
That's where it's like it first started.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
So Film Red was a movie that came out, and they did a quick little...
They showed Gear 5 before it even happened in the
anime, right?
Like, at least, 2 whole years before.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, maybe I'm being dramatic. Maybe that's 2 years.
It was like a year.
It felt like a minute. It felt like a year and change.
Yeah.
But
it was a year.
I don't know. It's not the same completely. But we'll get into something quick. What we watching, what we playing as usual. So we'll start with you. What you got going on?
Just in general, or are you saying what I'm watching?
What you watching, what you playing, which is,
I mean, right now, Kaiju number 8 is going crazy. Just watched another episode today.
I watched it earlier today.
It's on my list.
Oh, you haven't started it?
No, I really want to.
It's fire.
It's good.
It's definitely for old heads. We keep saying it, but
yeah,
it's fire.
It is.
I never felt like the main character in anime more than this show.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, my stuff back be hurting. I feel him. I feel that on a spiritual level.
I think what Kaiju number 8 is doing really well is adapting the content from the manga.
Okay.
I remember when I started reading the manga and the manga panels with action in any series can only go so far. So that's why for manga readers in general, when anything gets adapted into anime, you're really excited to see how the choreography turns out, how much effort the animators are going to put in. And from what I'm seeing in Kaiju number 8, they're doing an amazing job.
Okay.
Completely separate from what I was talking about with My Hero, with the new My Hero season, just so you know, like, for me, the animation isn't up to par.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
What the fuck again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Was that Stars and Stripes versus Shigaraki fight really? Is that one of the greats of the year?
No, we're not saying that. But anyways, we're not talking about Danny. Continue with our guests.
Kaiju number 8's doing a really good job, in my opinion. I applaud. The action scenes are fire. Everything looks gorgeous, and that's all I say.
I'm glad you came around to the intro. Though.
Anyways,
Yeah.
You're a big My Hero stan?
I am. He actually
He has a
does
plus.
not.
He has a
Yeah.
plus ultra
He has a
tattoo.
plus
Oh
ultra
my
tattoo.
God. Here's my tattoo. Yes, it's two
okay.
words. It's a little
It's
plus
2
ultra.
words. I just so happen to have the words plus and ultra. It's no biggie.
Just putting, for the rest of my life onto my body. No big deal.
I think Lee's a little more credibly. I think he's allowed to critique it since he
I
had
mean,
the tattoo
yeah.
a bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
What else you watching?
Clearly One Piece.
Easy.
Yeah,
My man.
got to.
I was telling him your boy Sanji is down bad this week. He was on his Denji shit.
oh, what do you do?
It's his character called Stussy. We are down bad. As a Sanji fan,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man.
Nah, but
why
Toei
has
hates Sanji, yo. I'm convinced.
Why? I
I'm
love
convinced.
him.
They want Sanji to look so bad in comparison to Zoro. It's crazy.
What do you
man.
mean so bad?
Like
Like-
the simping is
They give
strong with
That,
this.
I love
even some
pathetic
like
men.
fight scenes, like they're like in the manga, it will show like Zoro and Sanji kind of being more equal, and then
Yeah.
Toei will just add mad extra sauce to Zoro scenes. Like
I mean,
here we going crazy. See, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Watch One Piece. She only seen live action.
Oh, okay.
that's all we need.
That's all she knows from with us. So,
Got you.
What about you, Kimmy? What you been watching? What you playing?
Wait, what was that? Everything have you been watching?
I want to get into Windbreaker, but I haven't watched Windbreaker yet.
Valid.
Did you watch
valid.
that?
Yeah. Windbreaker's doing great things
Yeah,
right now.
that's next up.
How
on
many
my list.
episodes is that
9.
out so far? 9.
Yeah. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in the season, but with the 9 out right now, they're doing great things. The characters are extremely likable, and the fight choreography in the show is outstanding.
Okay.
Honestly, they're pulling moves that I'm like, I've never seen stuff like this before. They're doing a really good job. It's all hands. There's nothing else with this show. There's some like cutesy moments, but it's just running the ones constantly.
I like
Nice.
Like God of High School type, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah, I would say so.
Didn't really like
I've never
know.
seen it. I've heard not the greatest. Mixed reviews.
They said the man was better. That's what they
The
said.
man was definitely better.
That and Tower of God, I didn't really enjoy like that. I was like, they're fine. What's the
Tower
what's
of
the other
God's
one?
a slow burn. Though.
What's the shit we just watched? Solo Leveling. Now
Solo
that was good. That I enjoyed. Like I thought that was fine. That's the best manhwa thing so far I've watched. I think it's good. So,
Okay.
Tower of God season 2 should be coming out though. I think
Yes.
this summer. I'm
Yes.
really excited.
All I know
about
is
it.
fuck Rachel. Whatever.
Facts.
Fuck
Okay.
Rachel.
Facts.
Have you started solo leveling yet?
I have not, because I'm busy watching everything else. Like, for example, I'm still watching the new episodes of Dungeon Meshi coming out.
Yo,
Still
I heard
fantastic.
I'm gonna start this week because my TikTok feed. I've been seeing this fucking girl cosplaying as one of these characters to the same. It's this fucking weird theater sounding song. And she has
Oh.
like 20 TikToks in a row. I scrolled
What's
through.
the sound?
I don't know if I want to sing the whole thing. I don't know.
I haven't been on TikTok in a minute, so.
I'm going to embarrass myself, so please don't take this as my like singing voice. I don't know if I can do it actually.
Go ahead.
It's in my head.
Dude.
It's the wrong way. See,
No, I don't know it.
I don't know. She's just
Okay.
like dancing and waving her fingers.
I'll
and
find
There's
out.
like 8 versions. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll watch it.
Yes!
Jesus Christ.
Yes!
So,
It's great. I'm obsessed. Have you watched it at all?
No,
Do you know anything about it?
I heard about it. That's
Okay.
like Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, these guys go into a dungeon and they are like, bitch, we're broke. We need to eat something. And one of them is like, okay, but like, what if we start cooking the monsters, And it's basically like a food show. Think of Food Wars and Free Run mixed together.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's really cool in that way. So it gives you the great fantasy vibe like Free Run does, but then they're also like taking all these monsters together like ingredients, cooking them up. So it feels really cool in that way.
nice.
And so now they're late in the season. We're episode 22 currently.
Sheesh. How
Yes.
many episodes
Yeah.
come out?
It's going to be 26, I believe.
Like they come out once a week?
Once a week, every Thursday.
This shit has been out for 20-something weeks?
Yeah.
I feel like people just started talking about like a month ago.
I found out about it in February, and it's been coming out
This
since
is
then.
a Netflix original.
Yes.
So they're coming with a new episode every week.
Yes.
Look at Netflix doing weekly releases.
I know.
Oh,
They've
they
been
really
actually
love
doing
it,
really
bro.
well
They
with
love
it.
it.
I'm very
Changing it
surprised.
up. That's great.
There's like a 1 week delay with One Piece too on Netflix.
A 1 week delay.
Oh.
Yeah, the episode that came out today will come out like I think like Friday or Saturday on Netflix.
They were like, we have to do something so not everyone
Yeah.
just binges and watches and realizes we're not the greatest streaming service. So
I don't like binge
Yeah.
culture. I don't like binging stuff. I like that weekly being able to talk about it, that
Yeah.
weekly recap.
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
they
that's what we
did
grew up
to
with.
Stone Ocean is a travesty.
Oh my
what
god,
did.
they don't watch JoJo's, but
I
they
don't
did
know.
Stone.
Oh,
They
you
did
don't watch
Stone
JoJo's?
Ocean.
Okay,
They did
okay.
Stone Ocean and Grimy because they
Yeah.
released it in
Like
3 batches.
yeah, it was
and
like
like
yeah, it was
The last batch, they didn't even let people know it was coming out. That shit just
Drop.
no. It was that second batch. It wasn't the middle part. It just dropped and nobody knew. It was no marketing,
What?
no nothing. And
Yeah.
from the first batch to the last batch was a whole year.
Okay.
It was
That's
ridiculous.
terrible. I hate that.
Yeah, I hated that for us.
But yeah, so they've been doing really good. We're up to episode 22. We're getting more into like the backstories of like the characters themselves, added more people to the party. So very interesting. Love it. Gonna keep it rolling. And the other day I watched the Haikyuu movie.
Oh,
how was it?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was way more impressive than I thought. Because I was like, oh yeah, budget. But I thought it was just gonna be like, run of the mill. Like,
I remember
like
you were panicking about like the amount of content they were trying to put into one movie, right?
Well, I knew what this one was gonna be. It was just this match. So it's Nekoma versus
Karasuno.
Yeah, Karasuno. Have you watched any Haikyuu at all?
Yes,
The volleyball anime?
yeah.
Are you all caught up? You seen all 4 seasons?
I've seen like 3.5.
Okay, so you're almost there.
Yeah, I'm
so
almost there.
Yeah, so
halfway there.
yeah, so it's Nekoma versus Karasuno, and just that's pretty much it. But bro, the animation style, they took a lot of really cool creative liberties, and in one part that was like really, really impressive, besides like just like, oh wow, the animation, obviously they have bigger budget, but one thing I thought was really cool, it's not much of a spoiler in the sense of like content, but in the how they did it. They did one section in the POV of one of the players, as if it was a real life volleyball match, and you're seeing someone like as if they had a GoPro on their head. And
they kind of showed that a little bit in the trailer, right? That kind of POV. I think
not really.
I didn't see the trailer.
Okay.
No, not in this way. I hadn't seen it like that. So it was like one of the players just like breathing, and they're just looking around in the sense, and it just looks so real, and everyone was like, "Whoa, this was really cool." So I've never seen like an anime do something like that, at least in this kind of perspective. So very cool.
Nice.